Morning, how are we all doing? Pete here. It's Saturday morning. I'm just out on the Himalayan. I'm actually sort of nice morning. I wanted to get out on the bike. I haven't been out on the bike for a while, and just the weather's been absolutely awful. So I thought, well, I've got a few hours spare this morning, and till just after lunch really. So I thought I'd come out on the Himalayan. I want to go down to Truro, go in a couple of shops and the bits and pieces I've got to do, but also I thought while I was out I'll do a couple of green lanes. It's nice spaniels and doggies. So yeah, I just thought I'd come out and do a few lanes on the way to Truro and after Truro basically. Hope everybody's well. Now I've got to remember where I have to turn right here somewhere. There's a... It's not that one. I actually reckon I've come the wrong way, to be honest with you. Let's have a look. Oh, we'll get to see the doggies again. So in a little village, Grandpound really, just outside, in between St Austell and Truro. Just wary, there's a chap down here when he's walking his dog somewhere, so going nice and steady. Just while we're sort of like out and about, I thought I'd have a little chat about bikes and stuff. And I've got three bikes. I've got the classic 350, I've got the Himalayan, and I've got my pan-European, which I've not had long. And I'm sort of a bit of a dilemma really, whether to keep them or what to do, change and stuff like that, or whether to just keep the three that I've got. You know, you always get an itch as a motorcyclist. You sort of like this. The bikes for me are not a necessity, so I don't have to commute to work as such on them now. But I do like me adventure travel and having bikes capable of taking all my camping gear and stuff like that. So I think I'm going to keep the pan-European for a while, just because I've got a few long trips planned. I'm planning to use it for that. Whilst the Himalayan will do it, no problem at all. It's just a bit slow for if I want to go on the motorways, and a couple of times I've been caught out where the weather's been absolutely atrocious, and you don't really want to stick on little lanes and stuff like that. So I've sort of got that for that, and I've got the Himalayan because well, the Himalayan's not worth a lot of money basically nowadays. It's just not worth much money, so it's sort of one of those things. What do? You sell it? What will I get for this Himalayan? 2019, it's done about 4,500 miles, so I'd probably get, I don't know, 2 grand, 2.5 grand if I'm lucky. It's got all the luggage on it and boxes and stuff, so I might get 2.5 grand for it if I'm really, really lucky. But I think the way the prices are at the moment, that'd be a real push. Me little classic 350. Now that's the one, I love it, and it's a lovely bike to ride. It really is an enjoyable ride. It's so smooth. It sounds nice. Yeah, it's just a really nice bike to ride. The trouble with it is I don't use it, and you know, it's whatever value it is now. Again, that's dropped like a stone, the value of that. You know, I'd like nearly 3,000, but I don't think I'll get that. I'll be lucky to get between 2.5 and 3 grand. That's sort of, I guess, the ballpark figure for it. If I was going to sell it. But then I sell it, what do? I'm not going to get another one straight away. I think I'm sort of going back to the sort of scenario of just keeping, so I'm looking for this entrance as well. I'm sort of going to the scenario of just keeping the free bikes and basically running them into the ground. I've got 2 years till I get me state pension. I get a company pension now, and I've got this little part-time job. So it's just a case of, you know, what am I going to do? How many more years motorcycling I've got? I'm hoping to have another, I don't know, 10, 12 years of motorcycling. I'll probably have to sort of tone it down a bit, but in the little Enfield, if I keep that in good nick for what I want to go and have a bimble around on, it'll be ideal for that, sort of, to be honest with you. Now this place should be just up here on the right hand side. So this is Creed we're just coming into. Lovely church here. Like I say, I'm not religious at all, but it's a beautiful church. And this bike I can sort of fix myself for most things. I've got a good bike mechanic up the road who does the MOTs for me, and if I get stuck, he's a decent guy, he'll sort of help me out. The Pan-European, I mean, I don't use it very much, but then it's not worth a lot of money now. It's probably worth, I don't know, 12, 1400 quid, something like that. So it runs very well. It's a really nice bike to ride actually, and I like to go to a few long distance rallies. I like the Bruce Pollard rally, which is up in Wales, and the Dragon rally. So yeah, it's sort of one of those sort of things. I still think I've come the wrong way to this green lane. We'll see. There should be a green lane coming up on the right hand side up here, but I don't think it's the way in that I thought it was, but never mind. Yes, this is the track. Bit muddy. And last time I came down here, there was loads of bullocks, so I didn't want to go through the gate, open and close the gate. So I've never been down to the other end, so I just want to come down here and go through it, really, have a look. I'm not sure, I'm not 100% sure. I think this is possibly part of the I don't know if it is or not, but it's a byway. It comes up on the byway maps. And the gate's open today. Last time I came down there, this gate was closed and there was cattle. I've got a bit too much air in the front tyre, I think. So we'll have a look. But this Himalayan's a great bike. I'll tell you what. Yeah, it's a bit noisy, it's a bit clattery and bangy, but it's a nice bike. I'll tell you what, I think I've got a bit of a low tyre on the front. It's just a bit skittish. So this is a place called Golden Mill. There used to be a pub here on the right hand side. Just here, that's a pub, or was a pub. Funny place for a pub though. Really is a strange place for a pub. Because there's a farm there, but there's nothing else around it. And it's just a bit odd to have a pub there. I do love it. I mean, this bike's ideal for this sort of stuff down these little light byways. You know, I'll never bring me pan-European down. I wouldn't want. I know people do and people can. I'm not saying you can't, but you know, for my level of riding skills, there's no way I'd want to bring a 200 kilo bike down these sort of lanes, and it just wouldn't do it. You know? But that's a lovely building now. I'm going to turn around and have a look at this. I think that's an old chapel, isn't it? Yeah, it's an old chapel attached to a farm. Well, I think so. There's a sort of manor house over there. Yeah, it's got to be an old church. I'm just trying to see. There's a fort behind it. It don't really say chapel. Yeah, it's a chapel. And behind it, or to the right, there's a fort. I'll just take it off and have a little look round. So that's the old chapel. Nice old building. And it's sort of like joined onto the farm now, so I don't know what don't think they use it for anything, for storage or something. Bit of a shame, make a nice place, wouldn't it? Bit of a shame it's just left to go to rack and ruin, really. There's a doorway into part of the chapel. Certainly nice area. There's a doggy looking at me, another doggy. It's a doggy day today. That's a nice manor house over there. Nice place. Anyway, yeah, nice. Right, we'll continue. So now we're sort of heading back down towards the main Truro road, and then I'm going to head into Truro, do what I've got to do, the bit of business I've got to do, and then could go that way, couldn't I? I wonder where that goes. Probus. I'll go this way. Since we moved to Cornwall though, it's like an explore every time I come out now. I just sort of go down these lanes, and I don't do it enough really. It's time, bloody time. Like I said in a little blog the other day, I think since I'm retired I get less time now than what I had when I was at work in some ways. I know that might seem strange, but you have to go to work, don't you? So you're at work and you know that, and then when you're not at work, it's sort of your free time. We always seem to have loads of jobs to do at the moment, you know. It's just it's picking grandkids up, it's doing jobs around the garden, at home and stuff like that, which is all good stuff, you know. Going back to my job, my side hustle, like when we get me a little bit of money from Tesco's, I've got a meeting with them on Monday evening. I'm sort of deciding what I'm going to do. I've had this neck shoulder problem which has been ongoing now for probably nearly 2 months, and it's been quite a sort of I do suffer with a bit of a back pain and hip and stuff like that, and I mean that's just old age and the amount of rugby injuries and the type of work I used to do a long while ago. And then I had a sort of a sedentary job for a while, well, for many years, where I was like a manager, so it was office work and driving cars, so it weren't really physical in any way. So it's sort of like come quite hard doing a little bit of Tesco's work, to be honest with you. But it's not too bad, but because we do quite a lot, and I'm not so keen on doing the late evenings, so I've got a meeting on Monday anyway to see what I'm going to do, and I'm just going to probably try and cut back down to just doing 2 shifts a week, and that'll probably be a Sunday evening and a Monday evening, and then that will give me 5 days off straight, rather than have it all split up, because I've got the days sort of split up in the week where I do evenings, and it's a bit of a pain, to be honest, like this. So anyway, I'm back on the Truro Road. What I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the video off here, and I'll bring it back in a little while. But anyway, if I don't bring you back, I'll speak to you all soon. Pete out, bye for now.